Could it be that MTV's Laci Green is actually a serial rapist? One of the most serious sexual predators on YouTube? Well, I don't know. Let's see if we can consult MTV's Laci Green over this very serious topic.
False reports are something that worries you. Know that statistically, you're on the side of reason and justice and truth to believe someone who comes forward.
Okay, that seems to make the suggestion that if someone makes the allegation that it's almost always true.
Couldn't you or me or anybody in the world just make up a rape for attention to get revenge out of jealousy, as Toby Turner's mom posted on Facebook? Yeah, you could totally do that. But would you do that? And how often does that actually happen? The FBI states that between 2 and 8% of rape reports are false, which is actually a low number in the crime world.
Even if it's some random accusation from, say, a Tumblr blog.
Have you ever worried that someone was lying about rape? Every single time a woman comes forward about having been abused by a beloved movie star, musician, TV star, YouTubers.
Yeah, that's Toby Turner there, who by all accounts is a first-rate celebrity douchebag, who in time-honoured celebrity fashion seems to enjoy drugs and groupies.
Women are attracted to powerful men with very bad hair.
Music has gotten guys laid since before Mozart showed the world his magic flute.
Which would all be fine, except one of these women who he slept with wrote a Tumblr blog accusing him of rape, which led to a wall-to-wall finger-pointing. Yeah, of course it's a rape culture, which normalizes and excuses rape. It minimizes rape, which is why merely the accusation of rape on a Tumblr blog is enough to get someone made into a social pariah and burned at the stake. Yeah, Laci has the goal here to take an accusation of rape from a Tumblr blog seriously, and then lambast people who call bullshit on it.
That star's fans immediately accuse her of lying.
Well, I guess it's because Laci is really into that listen and believe stuff. Like, really, really listen and believe.
So to April Fletcher and any survivor who finds the strength to come forward on YouTube or beyond, I believe you. And one day I hope that the world does too.
And Laci makes it perfectly clear that she believes anyone who has the strength to come forward on YouTube.
So to April Fletcher and any survivor who finds the strength to come forward on YouTube or beyond, I believe you. And one day I hope that the world does too. I believe you. 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 And one day I hope that the world does too.
I mean, it's not exactly like MTV's Laci Green is saying that she's a serial rapist. It's just that she believes people who say she's a serial rapist.
We need to be willing to face the truth, to approach justice honestly, even when the perpetrator is someone that we know and love.
And really, really wants you to believe the people who have accused her of being a serial rapist. And of course, what says I believe the victims more than going around and deleting all of their comments? Of course, like with any celebrity, you're going to get Laci's fans coming forward to defend her. It's sort of tribalism thing. It's the halo effect,
That halo effect around a perpetrator can be so strong that you can have cases like Cosby's where nearly 60 women come forward and report and people still don't believe that anything happened.
Yeah, I mean, there are literally dozens of accusations that Laci has raped people. Yet there are still people who believe that she did nothing wrong.
Where nearly 60 women come forward and report and people still don't believe that anything happened.
And yeah, you know what? The more accusations people make, the more likely it is to be true. And also, Laci seems to know a lot about raping men.
Another myth when it comes to men is the belief that men can't actually be raped. Men want sex all the time. He had an erection. He was into it.
And did you know that when men get scared and are put in a fight or flight type situation, that's when they get erections, which is a good time to rape them.
But an erection is not consent. And increased blood flow can be a fight or flight response.
Golly, the things you learn on a gender studies course. Now, some might say that a real sexual assault victim wouldn't make their allegations on Tumblr or YouTube, but you're wrong.
Then there there are myths about how a real victim would act. In reality, there's no one response to sexual assault. Different people handle it in lots of different ways.
And even if these people retract their claims, it's far more likely that they were doing it because they were bullied by Laci or Laci's fans, or that they just didn't want to deal with it.
And that 2 to 8% includes survivors who recanted. Someone could take it back because they were lying, sure, but much more commonly, they take it back because they're being pressured to take it back, or because they've decided they'd rather just not deal with it. So what does this mean? It means that malicious, actually false reports and allegations are pretty rare, and yet, doubting someone, calling them a liar when they come forward is extremely common.
So let's take Laci's numbers of about 2 to 6% of rape accusations are false. So the chances of one rape accusation being false are about 5%. Chance of 2 being false is about 2 parts in 1,000. Chance of 3 being false, 1 in 10,000. So the chances that all of these rape accusations just made on one video over a few days being false are about 1 in a billion. Ballpark numbers, the chances that Laci isn't a rapist are about the same as buying 3 winning lottery tickets in a row. And if found guilty of raping all of these victims who she says she believes, she could face over 100 years in jail.
If false reports are something that worries you, know that statistically, you're on the side of reason and justice and truth to believe someone who comes forward.
After all, who needs a legal justice system to determine innocence or guilt when you can just listen and believe?